Hey, what is going on? Week 2, NFL mayhem, Jer. Mayhem, I tell you. This was
Take the over. That's all I got to say.
crazy weeks. Yeah, a lot of high scoring, blowouts, shootouts, overtime. Almost went a tie in the Giants-Dallas. What a wild week. SNS back at it. Let's get into the game, shall we, Jer? We got a lot of games ahead of us. Let's get into the Patriots, Dolphins. A couple of specialty plays here, Jer, really decided the game. There was a punt return by Miami, and then the next play, I think, I don't know who it was from the Patriots, but he returns it for 6, and Patriots take this one, 33-27. I did not see the Patriots scoring 33 points, bro. I don't know about you.
No, a classic defensive battle, though. Even though the New England is new look, nice, hard fought, back and forth seesaw battle, lots of points, always entertaining. But I believe that was your silver pick, the Patriots.
That was my teaser and underdog. I had him in a teaser and an underdog.
Oh, sorry. Okay.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Awesome.
That's all good.
Good to hear.
Either way, it's a winner. And then I had Colts in the other half of that teaser, so that's nice too. But Dolphins dropped to 0-2. They are 0-2 against the spread. Patriots are 1-1 and 1-1 against the spread. Patriots are going into, I think, or they're hosting Pittsburgh next week. That'll be interesting. Lines pick them, so if I can get Patriots plus 1.5, I'll tease them up over a touchdown. Dolphins are going into Buffalo next week on Thursday, Jer. I know it's divisional, but the spread's 12.5. Can you give me a reason not to lay the 12.5 with Buffalo right now?
I don't
Where that spread goes up to 13?
Baltimore put up 2 40 burgers in a row. And if Buffalo found the courage, I know it was at home and everything, to hold them and beat them, I don't think I'm ever touching a divisional Buffalo game.
Yeah.
Too much. It's tough.
It's a lot of points to give up, but I mean, Miami, this team just has no heart, man. Like, they were up, I think, most of the game, but, they were going back and forth, and then I just thought that big play there, that punt return by, I think it was Washington, I thought that was just going to break their back, but I guess Mike Vrabel gets his first victory. He gets to instill his culture, and we'll see what's in store. They're hosting Pittsburgh, like I said, next week. It'll be interesting, and Miami is going into a tough place. Short rest, playing on Thursday, Jerry. Dolphins, it's going to be looking like an 0-3 start for them. Let's move on to a really compelling game. Jaguars and Bengals. I believe Joe Burrow got knocked out. You took this as your minus 3.5. It came through. Joe Burrow got hurt here, Jared. That's a big story.
I know. Here, and that's going to be tough on Bengal Nation. But for today, I believe, 5 out of 6 on my Sunday related picks. And if the Chargers come through tomorrow night or lose by a field goal, 5 of 6, just on fire.
Very nice. Okay, so Jaguars put up a lot of points here. The defense didn't look that great. Browning gets a late touchdown. I think it was from the 1-yard line. I didn't see the highlights, but I was just scrolling through the box score, and I mean, showed some heart there. Cincinnati coming back. I think they were down at halftime. And they're 2-0 for like the first time in probably 20 years. Barely cover the spread, but they did cover the spread. And Jaguars, I mean, competitive. They got some heart. I believe they're hosting the Texans next week, or one of the other way, or Houston's hosting them. So I'm impressed by the Jaguars so far. I know that's your pick for the NFC South. And so far, so good for the Jags. What were they called back in the day? Saxonville?
Yeah,
back
no,
in
they've had
the
some
portal
they've had
days.
some Maurice Jones-Drew, just running guys over.
I just saw the spread for next week. Minnesota will be laying 4.5 to Cincy. So it looks like they've already pretty much figured that Burrow won't play. So big news there. We'll see what happens with that line, and we'll see what Minnesota does on Sunday night. We still got 3 games to go, which is kind of odd, right? When we do our recaps, we only have 2, but still got a decent chunk of week 2.
Yeah.
Let's move along. Battle, Browns at Ravens. Well, it was like 10-0 or 10-3 at half, I think. And then
they were holding tough for a while, weren't they?
remember, I was taking the first half, I didn't. And then I was like, you know what? I don't know. I saw the second half spread and it was pretty large. And then Lamar just did what Lamar does.
The highest scoring offense in the NFL, 240 burgers in consecutive weeks. Won a loss. I really don't see how anyone's really going to stop.
It's all about matchups, right? I think Cleveland just matches up with Cincy so well. Historically, Burrow's worst games are always against Cleveland, and Lamar, I mean, he's had a stinker here and there, but he usually owns Cleveland. So I guess we'll have to hear more talk about maybe a younger quarterback coming in for Cleveland. But still, I didn't expect him to let up that many points in a divisional game. Cleveland, they dropped to 0-2, 1-1 on the spread. Baltimore moves to 1-1 and 1-1 on the spread. And I believe Baltimore's going to be hosting Detroit Monday night next week. The spread is 5.5. Does that sound big to you? Baltimore laying 5.5, 6 points to Detroit?
Just with all this offensive output that they're giving, and I know Detroit just scored the most points in any game so far this year, but
they did.
Like I said, Baltimore's offense looks unstoppable. You got to give them, you got to give the team coming in some hope. I think, the bookies just think that Baltimore's probably going to roll over most teams. That's
they're favored in a lot of games, right? I mean, they have that yard expected yards per average of like 5 yards or whatever every single time they basically snap the ball, right? And you got that beast in the back there, Derrick Henry. I mean, he's going to be going to the house a lot of the time. But anyways, let's move on to probably the most exciting game of the 10 o'clock slot for the West Coast, 1 p.m. for the East Coasters. The Giants and Russ Wilson throw for 450 yards. I had to double check that. I could not believe everyone was trying to, throw dirt on Wilson there, and he showed people that he's got a little bit of this and that. I know it was big days for Malik Neighbors.
When you got Malik Neighbors what did he get? 180 yards or something? Then it's a lot easier to throw 400 yards when you got a guy like that.
He did that against me in fantasy, and also the other guy, I forget their number 2 receiver. I can't think of his name right now, but he hit me up too. So
this Cowboys take it. That's supposed to be good.
But Andrew, I mean, they're missing a lot. They're missing one of their best players, Andrew Thomas, the lineman. I mean, they're still a young team, not much of an identity, no running game really. Like, I can't see them being competitive unless they're in like shootouts, right? Like, I mean, the defense hasn't shown their teeth yet. And Cowboys, I mean, big kick there by their kicker there to take it to field goal, 60-odd yards. And now we have Dallas 1-1. Giants obviously 0-2, but Giants cover the spread. So I guess the spread backers are happy there. Cowboys 1-1 on the spread. They cover against the Eagles and do not cover against the Gigantes. Can't think of who they have next week. Cowboys offhand, but still, I mean, 1-1 is better than 0-2 for the Cowgirls. Let's move on to the Rams and Titans. Super Bowl rematch. Many years ago, the Kevin Dyson game. It was pretty close in the first half here, Jer, and then I guess Stafford and gang stepped up. A lot of sacks. I believe the first overall pick was sacked 5 times.
Yeah, no, and that defense is top tier for sure. They've showed that over and over. And the Titans defense apparently just had crumbled this at this point. They showed keeping it close and early, but 33 points, that's too many. That's a 30 burger, and that near defense, that's no good. That's shame on Titans defense,
Well, I mean,
unfortunately, at home, so can't be doing that.
Tennessee's giving them short fields, and they still have a rookie quarterback. He's still pretty raw. I don't think he's thrown for 200 yards yet in his career. But Tennessee, they're just stepping up in weight there. Rams, they needed this victory, and they didn't look good in week 1. So they took care of biz here like they should have, and moved to 2-0. Going into Philadelphia next week, Jer. They're 4.5-point underdogs.
Revenge game.
Tennessee will be at home to your Colts. Colts are laying 3, so if you like Colts, take it now before it goes to 3.5. Bills and Jets. Man, this was probably the biggest beatdown of the early week 2 here. Bills, 150 yards passing from Josh Allen, and they just demolished the Jets 30-10. I know Fields got hurt, but what happened
unfortunately, sorry, PF, but I just kind of cross-referencing all these defensive performances, offensive performances, and for the Jets to look that good against Pittsburgh and then just lay an egg against Buffalo, just strokes Buffalo just so much more about how great this Buffalo team seems to be these first 2 weeks, holding Baltimore to a 40 burger and then making the Jets
in the fourth quarter they held them down quite a bit, right?
Yeah, just making the Jets look downright average. And it's a divisional game. I know they're two kind of more new look situations, but divisional games are supposed to be closer and more
Jets
tougher
don't
contested.
match up with the Bills, though.
No,
Jets don't match up well with the Bills because it's like, you're gonna need a shootout to beat Josh Allen and gang, and you could just tell early that they didn't have it on offense and didn't have the explosive plays. And I think maybe the last week 1, that was probably the highest they'll probably ever score. The points for the year, they're 40 points, I believe they scored, the Jets in week 1. So still, Josh Allen bloodies up his nose, and they just mollywhopped the Jets. So Buffalo 2-0 against the spread, 2-0 overall. Jets 1-1 against spread, 0-2 overall. And I think Justin Fields may not play next week with his concussion. We will see. More on that later. Bears and Lions. You were talking about this game, Jer. The Lions mollywhopped the Bears, and guess who had Jared Goff on his bench in fantasy? Yeah. I played Patrick Mahomes over Jared Goff. Jared Goff in a dome at home against the Bears. Short week for the Bears. They didn't show up. They were kind of in it in the first half, and then just basically Detroit got their big plays going, and Amon-Ra.
The Lions really had the run game going hard, and then
that's their bread and butter, right?
Slinging it, and you can't really mess with the Lions at home. 50 burgers are rare. They're going to keep
Jared Goff has 6 of them in his career. You know that?
Oh, really? They're going to keep stacking up these points like they always do. I don't know if they're going to win that division. Green Bay's a monster, but if Detroit can just keep playing like this at home,
Detroit can win. If they can win outdoors, I got faith in them. But if they can't win outdoors, it doesn't matter how good they do at home. You got to win a few road games here and there, right? Especially a Super Bowl, which is a neutral site. But props to the Lions. They moved to 1-1, which was obviously needed. This was your survivor pick, I believe.
Yeah.
Bears were my ugly dog, and they showed why they were an ugly dog. So yeah, they're going to be hosting Dallas and they're favored, Jer. So anyone who likes Dallas, grab them now because that line is going to be flipping soon.
Both
Lions, like I
defenses are
said,
just horrid. So, like, who do you really take, right? Who, whether you
Lions
like or
will be
not, these defenses
in
are giving up points.
Baltimore outdoors next week. So if you like the Lions, they're 5.5, 6 at some books. Let's take a look at a surprising game here. Seahawks at Steelers, Super Bowl rematch. The Seahawks take advantage of a bonehead play by the Steelers there. I mean,
Special teams
doesn't
play
doesn't everyone know that on a
essentially wins them the
kickoff you have
game.
to touch
Yeah.
the ball? You have to touch not on a punt, but on a kickoff or an onside, you have to touch the ball. Like it's like NFL football 101. Everyone knows that from Madden. You know what I mean? But yeah, Seahawks get the job done, 1-1. Steelers just I thought played a little sloppy, and Aaron Rodgers maybe he isn't all the way back to his former self. Chair, what were your thoughts on this quirky game?
I know. I think it's not that Aaron Rodgers played bad. I think it's just a tip of the hat to Seattle's defense. I think they're a lot better, playing a lot tougher than people think. They should have even won that game against San Francisco. They should be 2-0 as far as I'm concerned. And
yeah.
I think they really showed their true colors and and what they're capable of. Darnold did get in a little interception trouble, but he can sling it. They can run it.
Yeah.
And I'm like I said earlier in the videos, I'm excited about the Seahawks, see what they can do.
Yeah. That's your division winner for the NFC West. So they're 1-1.
Nice,
And I
good
believe
football to watch.
they're going to be hosting the Saints next week, or should I say the Aints at home. So you got to expect that. Yeah. The Aints are, and SF will not have their starting quarterback in Arizona. Actually, they're at home. Believe it or not, Arizona is now the favorite. Kind of surprised about that, but more on that later. So yeah, props to the Seahawks. They stepped up. Paul is not happy with his specialty teams right now in Steeler Nation. So maybe we'll get a rant out of Paul sooner than later. 49ers and Saints, talking about those Saints.
Yeah.
This was one of your picks.
Bronze,
a little
baby.
closer than I thought it would be, but hey, that was your bronze. I had Saints plus 6.5, so we got a little middle there. Mac Jones played pretty well, and another couple injuries. I believe a cornerback got hurt for SF, and their fullback, Juszczyk, got hurt. So another day, another season, another 49ers banged up team. 2-0, though. Lead the division, and, I mean, you do what you got to do here. Saints, I believe in the coach. I think this team will be competitive. Maybe not winning a lot of games, but I believe in Kellen. And, maybe they'll develop that rookie Shuck quarterback down the road, a 25-year-old guy they drafted in the second round. Didn't make any sense, but who knows? It is New Orleans. Maybe they're just trying to tank and get a good quarterback one of these days. 49ers are now 2-0 against on the spread there, and Aints are 1-1. Okay, Panthers, Cardinals. This was 27-9 at one point, Chair. I know you were probably happy at that point. Cardinals kind of cardinaled their way in the fourth quarter, kind of, we're watching the game clock, and Panthers got a lucky onside kick, which helped as well, and they backdoored it. But I mean, no
anytime you're up
touchdowns.
3 scores, 4 scores, you can't help it. In the back of your mind,
But the good teams, they
back
bury
a little
this.
bit.
I believe the good teams, they bury those guys, though, right? Like if you're up by 10, 17 or whatever, like if you're a really good team, you're just gonna bury them, and you let a team have a little bit of life. And I think Carolina got a touchdown before the first half, and they got one early in the second half. So I mean, Carolina first half is horrible, second half respectable, but Cardinals go to 2-0, and Panthers obviously drop to 0-2. This was a really exciting game, Jared. Broncos at Colts. Broncos miss a late field goal. Will Lutz and the surprise team, Indy, 2-0 with Daniel Jones. I think they severely out-yarded Denver in this game. And I believe
My
Denver will
underdog
be in
pick.
your underdog pick. Yep. I believe
Yeah.
Denver will be at the Chargers next week, only a 2.5-point dog. And like I said, Colts at Tennessee, a fishy line, only -3, Jer. So your thoughts on the seesaw affair?
Yeah, Colts traditionally play well against the Broncos. I don't think they've lost to them in quite a while. And some of these NFL traditions just keep rearing their ugly heads, no matter the spread, no matter the records. These things just keep happening over and over and over. And here at
Yeah,
SNS, we're
some
going to try
trends.
our best to give you the info and the history on these games because they keep going these ways. I don't understand why,
Daniel
but
Jones.
this is my underdog pick, and I
Mhm.
like how the defense is playing. And yeah, the offense really surprised against one of the best defenses in the NFL. Yeah, Daniel Jones slinging it.
Great rushing game. 300 yards for Daniel Jones. Um,
Yeah,
Probably early contender for comeback player of the year. I know it's
yeah,
early,
that's
but I
my
mean,
got my
you got to
vote
say right
early.
now
Yeah,
he's the front runner, right?
yeah.
Okay, let's take a look at the matchup of the week. Eagles
Woo!
at Chiefs, Super Bowl rematch. Man, I thought for a second that Mahomes drive there with that big interception where Kelsey dropped it, I was like, whoa, this
Oh,
is
and
not looking
Thornton
good.
too. Oh man, you can't drop that many. Look for
That was a
that
bad pass,
Thornton
I
to be
thought.
released as soon as anyone's available. Yeah, you can't
Well, he
drop
did.
that many.
He did catch a touchdown late in the
He did
game
get a
there.
touchdown, but that the one that was the long one that should have been a touchdown. Like they
Yeah, it
should have
should have
won
been.
this
Yeah,
game. Sorry to say, as an Eagles fan, but yeah, Kansas City 0-2.
tough, man.
Traditionally, teams 0-2. It's a very low percentage of them making the playoffs after going 0-2. Some teams don't care, and they traditionally
Yeah,
go 0-2 and make the playoffs all the time. But yeah,
it's
not
tough.
looking
Ask
good on the
Cincinnati.
odds side for the Kansas City
Ask
Chiefs.
Cincinnati the last 2 years, Jer. Ask them starting 0-2 how you going to make the playoffs. They missed the playoffs last 2 years, right? And they got this fantasy
Exactly.
offense, right? So I just think it was so hard for the Chiefs to get yardage, and that's exactly what happened. They just don't have the weapons, right? Rice is out, Worthy's out. I mean, they're going with a hodgepodge of guys, and they just don't. I mean, Kelsey's old, and I mean, Mahomes, like he was our leading rusher, bro. He had like 80 yards rushing. I was like, what the fuck's going on here, right? Like you can't stop
Yeah,
Mahomes.
he pulls
Usually you
that
can't
out
stop
for
his
sure.
arm. So yeah, I mean, yeah, Eagles come through
Hard
there
fought.
2-0, 1-1. I mean, you need that. You need those victories if you're going to be winning back-to-back Super Bowls. You need to go on the road, hostile environment, revenge factor, all that. I mean, you got to do that. You got to do what you have to do, and you're 2-0 in your division, and you're moving on to face a rematch of the playoffs against the Los Angeles Rams. Jer, any early leans for that dynamite
Oh
game,
man,
Rams
this
at Eagles?
this has revenge written all over it. Um, a lot of people are gonna think, oh, the Rams played terrible in week 1 and played against a terrible team in week 2. And a
Mm-hmm.
lot of people are probably going to be thinking the Eagles are rolling. I'd hate to say it, but my early lean is the Rams getting their revenge.
Plus the points or just straight up?
Straight up. I'm even going to go
Okay,
straight up because you can't get your revenge without actually winning. So I
fair
do
enough.
really love the points as well. If they don't win, I believe it'll be close. Yeah, revenge. Never underestimate
Revenge.
the
The
power
power
of
of revenge.
revenge. They want to embarrass these
Definitely.
guys, the champs, right? They're the champs. You got to play up to the champs. So everyone that's going to be playing our Eagles this year, they're going to be
Mm-hmm.
we're going to be seeing their
That's
best.
the
So
barometer.
bring it on.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I mean, I got an early lean Rams plus 4.5 right now, just because I mean, Eagles are 2-0, but I mean, after that rainstorm, they've been really struggling to score points. I'd love to see AJ Brown get some more targets. Devontae Smith had an incredible catch, But, Goddard out, I think, made a difference. And I'd like to see Tank Bigsby get some more rushes too, because I don't want to see Saquon get beat up. But we got a Sunday night football game coming up. Falcons are now just 3-point dogs. They were, I believe, 5.5, 4.5-point dogs earlier. So big money coming in on the Falcons. And we got our Monday night doubleheader recap, Jer. We got Bucks at Texans and Chargers at the Raiders. Can't wait. We'll be back for that recap. Any final words as we sign off, Jer?
Yeah. Go Chargers. Peace.